force.
That kick will stop you in your tracks.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos, American Alpha, Anderson and Gallows, the New Day, the Hardy Boys, Cesaro and Sheamus. I could be here all day naming championship caliber teams. And when the tag team scene is that competitive, you don't know which team will be wearing the gold. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have two referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for two referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job they're paid to do. I don't think it's that much to ask.
This might be it!
Oh, my.
The devastation that comes from the Samoan Splash is definitely a family affair when you're talking about Jimmy Uso. We can feel the impact from here when Jimmy lands on the top.
Keep your eye on this one. He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
When you're the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, it's safe to say you know how to fly. Jimmy Uso's version of the Samoan Splash is as devastating as they come.
Seeing Jimmy Uso climb to that top rope means he's looking to put his opponent away. The Samoan Splash is going to bring Jimmy more victories as time goes on.
Oh, and the ref gets absolutely floored.
Yeah, but let's be honest, a light breeze would knock him over. Most sports entertainment created a double-team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the Doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
He's going for it all. Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher. Cover here.
Digging deep for a kick out.
And the match continues. Oh, God, that hurt.
Elbow drop. Oh, what impact.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Just a step quicker, it looks like. Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you got to tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more.
Drop from above.
He's not looking like himself here. Yeah, but he's still in considerably better overall shape than his opponent right now. I mean, it seems to me like he still has plenty of fight left in him.
This is going to be big, one way or another. He wants no part of the outside.
Whoa!
Sent out to the center of the ring. Super kick!
I don't know how much more of this he can take.
And things look bleak right now.
Ooh, what impact.
Jimmy Uso beginning to look a little weak out there. This tag team match is dangerously close to getting out of control for him.
He's not looking good, and at this point, he has no option but to make it to his corner and get his partner in there.
Kick to the face. Whoa, Jimmy Uso dodged that one.
Nasty impact.
Scoop slam.
Amazingly, neither side looking to give in here, guys. I don't think we could have asked for a more exciting match.
Whoa, Jimmy Uso dodged that one.
Too quick for him there. Things are not looking very good right now. Going to have to find a way to regroup.
Instinct. That's the only thing keeping these teams standing at this point.
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
Amazingly, neither side looking to give in here, guys. I don't think we could have asked for a more exciting match.
Great effort from both these teams, guys, but at this point, both sides look to be struggling here. I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
Look out!
Oh, it was a stunner. That was the best one I've ever seen.
I'll tell you what, this is one they'll be talking about tomorrow at work or school, that's for sure.
instinct. That's the only thing keeping these teams standing at this point.
Putting it all on the line. Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
Amazingly, neither side looking to give in here, guys. I don't think we could have asked for a more exciting match.
Oh, how much more punishment? Now that's an impressive tag team victory. You're stepping into the ring with a dangerous man when you face the ominous man from Amsterdam.
Guys, the tag team scene in WWE right now is so impressive, and these two tandems are a lot of the reason why.
Usually making a quiet home in the darkness, Aleister Black only rises to compete.
Yeah, the Dutch Destroyer might emerge out of the darkness just long enough to knock someone's head off. Nice monkey flip. Snapmare.
Oh, and the rolling neck snap.
When a superstar is in a tag team match and has endured heavy amounts of punishment, they must find a way back to their corner to tag their partner. Something that they have to try is doing create separation between them and their opponent. That space gives a superstar the ability to move and catch their breath.
Corey, you touched on this before. Part of a tag team's ability to be successful is their ability to endure punishment and make their way to their partner when they need to tag out. One way to do that is to create that separation you spoke of so they have some space to gather themselves and time to make their way back to the corner.
You're absolutely right, Michael. What's the use of having a tag team partner if you're not able to get to them when you get a tag out of the match? Getting that separation is key in breaking any momentum your opponents could have, maybe the difference between a win and a loss, maybe even more. Oh, right to the face.
Hooked up.
Aleister Black may have it. This might be big.
Just a debilitating neck breaker.
Beautiful technique.
Black can't be feeling good right now.
I don't feel good watching.
This is not where he wants to be at this point in this tag team match.
That's over at this point.
I hate to give up on a guy, but there may be no way around him taking this loss here tonight.
Jimmy Uso groggy and wide open here. Wow, Jimmy Uso just timed that perfectly. You gotta believe this one's over. Headbutt! Oh, what impact!
Oh, this can't be good. Another double team by this great tag team.
This is not going to end well for their opponent.
Well, Jimmy Uso isn't shy about expressing himself, that's for sure.
I don't know if their opponent expected that.
Nailed it. During the rivalry between the Hardy Boys and Cesaro and Sheamus over the Raw Tag Team Championship, the teams became very familiar with one another. In June of 2017, the teams met in a 2 out of 3 falls bout on Monday Night Raw. The most important fall in a 2 out of 3 falls contest is the first fall. If a team can win the first fall, that sets the tone for the rest of the match, and your opponents are playing catch-up.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus as a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick rocked Jeff Hardy.
Cesaro and Sheamus wanted to continue their domination of Team Extreme, but the Hardys had other ideas as Matt tied things up at 1 fall apiece after a twist of fate on the Swiss Cyborg. After a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy, the match broke down and the third fall was ruled a double counter.
In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Back now inside the ring.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. The continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to...
And this has got to be it. 2. Gets the shoulder up before 3.
You have to put in a little more work than that.
Oh, going to the top. High risk. Going for it all here. Oh, what a splash.
This one's over, guys.
Looking for all the glory here.
What a tag team display.